Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with your succulent tip of the day, and day 5 in Cardiff-by-the-Sea. And lots of boring things happening today with irrigation and lighting, but one fun thing we're doing is planting this Talavera pot amongst a lot of noise. So this is kind of a funny bed. The client has some camellia bushes here that she wants to keep and a little rose. So, you know, what are you going to do? I decided that we're going to do a boulder here, and that I would pull in a really happy, bright, vibrant pot to kind of solidify this little section of the garden and give it some personality. So Talavera is my favorite. I love it. And the Euphorbia trigona is a really great pairing with most Talavera. You're going to want to remember my rule of threes, okay? So we are going to have the trigona, this fabulous bowl o' Semps that I got from Waterwise Botanicals. Isn't this magical? Look at that. So beautiful. And it picks up not only the colors, but the textures in the pot too are repeated in this plant. So I'm going to dump out our bowl o' Semp, and that's okay. I meant to do that. You want to be able to break it up so that you can make the plant fit to your specifications. Oh yeah, that's really beautiful. Wow. Love that. Isn't that so pretty? Okay, let's build the soil up a little bit right here. As far as soil, here in Southern California, as long as it drains well, we're not really too specific, don't need to be too specific about the soil. So I pretty much just backfill with leftover soil out of the cans that I got from the nursery. And in here, there's pumice, there's some little 3/8 of burgundy lava, you know, and then compost, there's bark. So what this does is it just provides some space for air. So not only does it lend itself to draining well and create natural pockets, but it absorbs the water. I chose some tumbled sea glass as a top dressing, and I went, you know, with a bigger rock because we have a bigger pot, and look how the color repeats. How beautiful that is. And repetition is so important when you're putting together a good pot. You want to make sure that the plants and the top dressings all repeat at some point. We are ready to wrap up day 5 in Cardiff-by-the-Sea, and I wanted to show you the dappled shade garden that we've been working on. I keep taking it up another notch. When I think, oh, we're done, it's great, I do something and it's better. Today, I added Portulacaria afra-variegata. The client had this blue pot, this blue glazed pot, and I thought, how cool to put a Portulacaria in there where it can be kind of lifted up, and the color and the texture is so spectacular. So I thought, if one is good, 3 would be much better. So I put 3 presentations of it. I've got one here, and then I have one flanking over on the other side. And oh my goodness, it's just absolutely stunning in this garden. Color, texture, form. Tomorrow we're going to head up to Oasis Water Efficient Gardens in Escondido, and I'm going to get some tapestry plants to pull even more color into the front Then we're going to start our rock top dressings, and Friday, end of business, will be the grand reveal. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching. This has been Laura Eubanks of Design for Serenity with Team DFS, reporting in Cardiff by the Sea with your succulent tip of the day.